Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. So today in Concepts with Manuj, I'm going to cover something a little different. I'm going to cover how to study for almost as much as 8 hours or more in a day. For all kind of different competitive exams, all the students need to study long number of hours. Even I have told in my previous videos, and this is my opinion, that at least minimum 8 hours a day is required to study for UPSC or any other exam if you are serious about it. So how to take out so much time in a day and how to be productive with all this time, today I'm going to tell you, and this will help you with any exam or even with college, or even if you are a working professional, it will help you to understand how you should approach studying for an exam in a day and how you can continue to study for long hours a day by keeping focus, by keeping consistency, and by having a lot of concentration and being productive, actually learning on a daily basis. So let's dive into that particular thing that I want to discuss in this today. See, you have to do two things. I'm going to tell you about two things. I'm going to tell you about the components of an exam when you're studying. Okay, and I'm going to tell you about how to put these components into action, into a plan or into action. So for any exam, these are the components, right? There is reading. You have to read various books. You have to read Lakshmikant for UPSC, or you have to read economics book, or you have to read any geography book. Let's say you are reading Leong, or let's say you are reading Nitin Singhania here, right? So all these kind of books are required to be read for UPSC. This is one component, big component of any exam or any kind of studying that you need to read. The second kind of thing you need to do is you need to write a lot. So you need to write your essays and you need to write your answers. Answer writing. Answer writing is obviously short form of writing, and essay writing is long form of writing. 1500 words, anywhere from 1000 to 1500 to this one is 150 words to 250 words, right? So you need to learn in writing, you need to learn essay writing, you need to learn answer writing. This is another component of the exam. The other component of the exam or the studying, these are all components of studying, is your MCQs, multiple choice questions for prelims paper, for GS1 and GS2. So these could be, comprehension, this could be mathematics, this could be GK questions, general knowledge, general current affairs, or history, geography, whatever, right? So these are MCQs. So these are where there is negative marking also. Then there is revising and recalling. When you have done reading, writing, you have also practiced MCQs, you need to revise and recall whatever you have studied. So you need to make time for revising and recalling. Then you have mock tests. Of course, you are doing all these in MCQs, you are doing mock tests only, but mock tests, you have previous year questions and you have MCQs, right? And this is from any test series you can subscribe from. So you will need to make time for this mock test also. And then you have note making. Note making also takes a lot of time. And reading here, I also wanted to include newspapers. I forgot that. Newspapers and current affairs compilations. All right. And you have note making. So you need to make notes of whatever you're studying. I will make a separate video on how to make notes. I'm trying to figure out exactly a good technique to make notes that will help you. But for the time being, we know that we have to do note making as well. All right. So reading, writing, MCQs, revising, recalling, mock tests, and note making are all the things that you have to spend time. You have to spend a lot of time. ये सब पढ़ने के लिए सब टाइम लगाना पड़ेगा और उसके लिए ही आपको प्लानिंग करनी है. तो if you want to study for more than 8 hours a day or 8 hours a day, then you need to have these things in mind and organize various tasks. You have to organize various tasks. Okay, whatever task it is, organize tasks in the categories that I have given above. Categories, these categories. So you have to organize tasks around these categories, these components of reading, writing, MCQ is what should be driving your plan, and you have to organize all the tasks around them. Okay, reading, writing, MCQs, note making, etc. etc. So how would you make a plan for that? This is how I would organize my plan around that, so that I can be productive and I can use my time well. I know I have a day, I have a week, I have a month. Let's say I have 24 months before the exam. Okay, I have 24 months before the exam. The exam is next year, 2024, next to next year. So I can make a plan for 24 months. Obviously, it is too long to make a plan for 24 months. So I would make an overall kind of overview of my plan for 24 months. Then I will make weekly plan for every month. For every month, you will have a weekly plan. And then for every week, I will have a daily plan. Now, it is not possible at all to make this plan in advance for 24 months. आप ये सोचें कि पूरे 24 months का ऐसा प्लान बन जाएगा, तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना है? आपको एक रफ स्केच बनाना है कि नेक्स्ट मंथ में क्या करने वाला हूं और नेक्स्ट ईयर में क्या करने वाला हूं. मीनिंग दैट इन 2022 रेस्ट ऑफ अभी 2022 के 6 months से कम ही बचे हैं, वैसे अक्टूबर 3-4 months बचे हैं. तो इस 4 months में मैं क्या करूंगा, 2023 के 12 months में मैं क्या करूंगा. अब मुझे पता है कि 2024 आई हैव टू राइट द पेपर. सो इन दिस 16 months लेट्स से आई हैव टू फिनिश ऑल द सिलेबस. ओके, और 24 months whatever. So then you make a plan. Okay, I have to do all these things in these 24 months. I have to read, write, do MCQs, do revising, recalling, mock tests, and note making in all these 24 months. So what am I going to do every month? Well, I know I have to study polity. All right. I have to study economics. I have to study geography, history, optional. और ये तो रीड ही करना है बस. उसके बाद उसकी प्रैक्टिस भी तो करनी है ना. तो ये सब करना है. तो मुझे पता है इसका. फिर लेट्स से आई डिसाइड सबसे पहले द फर्स्ट थिंग आई शुड स्टडी इज पॉलिटी. लेट्स से आई एम स्टार्टिंग दिस मंथ. नाउ फॉर दिस मंथ आई हैव द पॉलिटी प्लान, one at a time. Don't worry about economics now. Don't buy economics material. Don't buy material for geography, history, optional, anything. You think you are starting with polity. Now you can plan to start with anything. You can plan to start with optional. You can plan to start with economics. That is your choice. I would say start with something that is you are comfortable with, you find easy. So I will, let's say, start with polity. All right. तो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं पॉलिटी के लिए पढ़ूंगा. तो उसका मैं मंथ प्लान बनाऊंगा कि I have to study polity in, let's say, 2 months. I give myself 2 months to study polity, and during this time I will also read the newspaper and attempt some MCQs of polity. This is a perfect plan. For 2 months I will do this, and I will finish my Lakshmikant, I will finish my NCERT for polity, I will do newspaper alongside current affair compilations and MCQs for polity, so that I can test myself in polity. Right? Like I said, you have to do mock tests. These components are now included in the plan. So for these 2 months, I know in polity, I open the table of contents of polity. In table of content, let's say in polity, there are 35 chapters and 600 pages. I know I have around 40 days, 40 to 45 days to finish. Let's say you take some breaks, you study other things. So in 40 to 45 days, how much per day? Well, almost 15 to 20 pages you have to study every day. Right? Then you will be able to finish. So now you know on a daily basis I have to study 15 to 20 pages of Lakshmikant. तो ये मैंने अपने डेली प्लान में डाल दिया. ठीक है. Before I finish this 15 to 20 pages, I will not get up. I will spend time my day that day, but if it's 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, I will finish this 15 to 20 pages of polity. Plus I will spend time in newspaper for 45 minutes and current affair compilation of last month because end of month आता है ये. I will study for 1 hour. Plus, obviously you can't do mock MCQs from day number 1. Let's say after 30-40 days, after like 20-25 days, you feel relatively prepared with polity, so you can start your MCQs on the chapters you have finished. So you start your MCQs and every day you spend around 30 to 40 minutes on MCQs. And of course, rest of the time you will be studying for Lakshmikant. So now you have a daily plan. You have made according to your components of studying for that particular day. Next day, obviously, now you need to do revising also at the same time. For that also you can't do revising from day 1. You will do it from, let's say, day 20, day 15. So revising ka bhi time rakho. When you will go back to concepts you are not understanding, you will go back to concepts that are important and you will revise them. You will recall them. You will try to memorize, try to understand in your mind ki ye concept kya hai, and then try to memorize the main facts from that particular thing. So this revising process will also start, and you can keep 1 hour a day for this. I used to generally do revising every day when I was walking. I used to do recalling when I was walking, so this would work. You don't have to read. Revising is different than reading. Remember that. Revising is not reading. Okay. I have made a video on recalling and revising also, so you can watch that one to understand, but revising is not reading. Alright. And after a few days, you can do mock tests, you can do old previous year questions, you can do also writing practice. But this is how you should do planning so that you can utilize your 8 hours in a day. Now, going to productivity. How to make this productive, okay, during the day. ये मैंने आपको सिखा दिया है कि आप प्लानिंग कैसे कर सकते हो. रफली सिखाया, देखो करना आपको पड़ेगा. There could be some mistakes where you will be like, okay, this is not working, this is not working. Play with it. Be experimentative. If you are not experimentative, you can't be a good civil servant. So it is very important that you become experimentative and you do trial and error. Okay. But this is the overall. See, I will teach you. I will not give you things to memorize. काफी सारे coaching institutes में what they do is they will give you things. Memorize introduction, memorize conclusion, memorize this. That is a horrible way to study. Okay, even at leading institutes they are doing that. I will never do that to you because I am teaching you, and a good teacher will never try to just make you pass a test. The good teacher will try to actually tell you how you can learn, and that is what I am trying to do. I am not saying I am a good teacher, I am just trying to be a good teacher. Okay, so here planning के बारे में मैंने सोचा, but how to be productive. I have told you how to use your 8 hours, but how to be productive. Well, in the entire day, you will have up and down emotions. Okay, you will feel very highly energetic at some times where you can use your time well, and you will feel low at other times when you will not feel like doing things. So you have to identify which of these things, whether reading, writing, MCQs, revising, mock tests, which of these things take more energy and which of these things take less energy. For example, for me, reading takes less energy because normally आप पढ़ ही सकते हो, मतलब you don't need to put too much energy. You can just passively also read like a novel, something. Okay, but writing takes a lot of energy. Writing takes a lot of energy and work, yaar. You sit down, write long essay, short answer writing. That's why people are bad at answer writing, and normally people struggle with answer writing is because it requires a lot of energy and effort. By here energy I mean effort. Okay. Similarly, mock tests also require a lot of effort. PYQs require less effort because answers are given. Note making, I think, is low because normally people are just writing and not thinking. So whenever you're feeling a little down in a day, how to make sure that you still study productively for 8 hours a day. To do that, I think what you should do is you should do according to how you are feeling, you should study. If you are feeling good, if you are having a flow, then use that flow to do more writing practice, to do more PYQs, okay, or to read something that you have been struggling with. Let's say you're struggling with economics and you're not able to figure out economics. When you're feeling good, study something, economics or whatever subject you are struggling with, study at that time because you will understand it better, you will be more productive. आपके brain cells ज़्यादा respond कर रहे होंगे. So read it at that time. But when you are kind of passively studying or when you are low energy, you can dedicate your time more to reading some things which are simpler, note making, etc. So according to a flow, according to your emotions, according to how you are feeling in a day, you need to, if you are feeling down in a day, you don't need to put down your book. Need to stop studying. You don't need to stop studying when you're feeling down. You can simply go to something which is easy and less energy consuming. Where you need less energy, where you can just kind of just pass by or just kind of stroll by. जब आपका भागने का मन नहीं कर रहा, when you don't feel like running, but you still walk, progress is still there, right? Progress is still there. Let's say you have to cover 1 kilometer, but you are not running का मन नहीं कर रहा बिल्कुल. I don't have to run today. I don't feel like it. It's okay. Walk. If you run in 6 minutes and if you walk in 12 minutes, still there is progress here, right? So don't stop your progress. That is very important. Don't stop your progress on a daily basis. Do something at least. And that's why I say low energy time आप इसमें लगा सकते हो. Reading में थोड़ा लगा सकते हो. Easy readings, easy revising. Okay, these kind of low energy activities you can put your time. While high energy like writing, MCQs, etc., you can save it for the time when you're feeling better. Alright, so this is how you use your 8 hours in a day productively. And of course, apart from that, you can use these techniques. You can reward yourself. You can take a break. You can also take easy parts of the studies first. So let's say you decide that in this 1 week, I will cover 5 chapters of Lakshmikant. And if I am able to do that, I will reward myself with 1 episode of Friends. Or I will reward myself with 1 ice cream. If you have this kind of a nice reward system built in, I think you can do well because your body and brain will start focusing on these things because they're waiting for the reward that is awaiting you. Alright. So reward yourself, take a break once in a while and also do easy parts first. So I hope this video will help you to make your day more productive, to study for more than 8 hours a day. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them. Bye bye. Take care.